What's up? Ranger Raven 5678 here, and welcome back to another DVD video. Quick commentary before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, which is obviously going against the Ghoul. I want to do a bit of a hot take and how, just a little bit of a first impression on the Ghoul and stuff like that. Now, by the time I'm recording this is about the second day the Ghoul's been out, and I probably played about 7-8 matches as and against the Ghoul. And I have to say, man, playing as the Ghoul, dude, like this killer has definitely been one of the more funner killers that they released in a while. In my personal opinion, it's been the funnest killer they released since Wesker. And I guess in a way they're sort of similar, but Wesker, at least, even though he was very fun, he also, he also was felt pretty fair. In terms of how much he can catch up to the survivors, and the fact that that you kind of had to aim. Now, I remember when Wesker first came out, his hitbox was super janky and super narrow, so it was a bit frustrating, but overall Wesker was a very fun killer, and that is pretty much the same with the Ghoul here, or whoever you're playing as, Ken or Rize. I've been seeing a lot more people playing Rize, and I think it's because Ken is just super annoying, with all the screaming and stuff he does. But anyways, the Ghoul itself, playing as the Ghoul, stuff like that, again, very similar. Dash, get across the map pretty damn quick, and get hits pretty freaking easily, and in fact I think it's a little too easy to get them free hits. But this killer can catch up hella fast, and can get quick downs really well. And and I'm not really ready to say where I think they belong in terms of S, A, B, C, D, E tier, stuff like that. I definitely do think they're between A and B, but definitely not S tier, that's for sure. Unless, of course, you're in my situation where you play solo queue survivor, then it's a whole other story, man. And that's what I always say, is that solo queue survivor is a completely different game than when you're playing as a Swift or playing as killer. And speaking of which, in my opinion, and in this video, you're going to be seeing a whole bunch of solo queue survivor matches with a bit, with commentary in game, stuff like that. In my personal opinion, and again, first impression, it's only been out for a few days, playing solo queue survivor against the Ghoul, it's kind of miserable. I'm not gonna lie. And of course, I know what people are gonna say. Survivor main just crying on the internet because it's just hard playing as killer, F in chat, all that stuff. And while I have to admit, again, it's just the recency bias I have on this killer. Fun to play, but I haven't really quite understood how to play against them. If you play enough solo queue, you know that in solo queue there's already a lot of stuff against you, but with the new killer coming out, and of course it's always like this, it's gonna take at least a couple days to get used to the new killer for survivor, stuff like that. I gotta be honest though, I feel like this killer is definitely gonna take a lot longer, more specific, it's gonna take a lot longer to actually feel I don't know, better to play against as a solo queue, because for people to get used to this new killer and stuff like that, because this killer requires you to be able to loop hella good. Now, as I mentioned before, dude, the free hits that this killer gets, and I'm calling them free hits because that's basically what they are. The devs even mentioned that they chose to do a lock-on system with the killer. It's just insane how you just have to kind of play this as a Legion killer, but as a Legion where or a Plague where you're just always injured. But at the same time, you gotta be able to be at a loop every time you're seen, because not only that it's so easy to get a free hit and injury on the survivor, but the catch-up game is just so good. Now, I have to admit, shift Wing as a killer is super boring to play as. I used to be a trickster main, and that was one of the most frustrating things to go against, is when survivors just, you know, shift W and stuff like that. And this is when trickster was 110% speed, right? So having a killer who can just catch up and counter shift W is really nice. But the thing is, though, is that this killer is just really freaking good at catching up, to the point where and people will get even better as the Ghoul. It gets to the point where if you're, you know, just if the Ghoul catches you just out in the open or something like that, and you're not at a loop in like 4 or 5 seconds, you know, after they catch up with you, and, you know, cancel their powers to get ready to hit you, you're pretty much going down. And that's pretty much how the majority of chases are. You know, they find you, they grapple around, and they get a free, fast, easy hit on you. And then once the cooldown's done, they grapple again, they land right on top of you. And then if you're just not at a loop, or you can't loop, you're going down pretty quick. You know, I guess a little similar to Blight, but again, the thing about with Blight, on the other hand, and I guess even with Nurse, is that you actually have to aim and kind of practice, you know, getting those hit twice. Whereas the Ghoul, thank God she can't, or he, you know, again, whoever you play as, thank God they can't down you, you know, with their power. But because, again, just how easy it is to get those hits, it's just insane. But at the same time, though, just like being the cooldown between, you know, between the powers, and being able to cancel your powers to get the hit in, it's just insane. It's just really fast, and that's pretty much been my main problem too. Is that you know, just on top of playing solo queue Survivor, which again is just his own game. Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, man. So this killer is just it's a solo queue and a noob stomper, that's for sure. And you know, new people who come into the game playing Survivor, they're gonna get stomped by this killer pretty easily. Again, just because of how quick they can catch up, and new players aren't gonna know how to loop. I mean, it's just something that you have to pick up over time. So I don't know, man. We'll just have to see what the devs are gonna want to do, because whatever they want to do, they're gonna do with the killer. Fortunately, though, we're gonna have to wait at least a month or two before they really do, you know, look at their stats and make new changes. Now, again, I'm not coming out of the woods shouting nerf, 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 and all that stuff. You know, it's just first impression, stuff like that. And yeah, as I said, man, man, by the end of this video, my brain is gonna be fried, okay? Just because it's just like how exhausted I become playing against this new killer. So, but anyways, I hope you guys at least enjoy the video. I hope you guys are at least enjoying the killer. You know, if you're playing solo queue Survivor 2, please let me know what your experience is against the Ghoul, because I don't know, hopefully I am the only one that's just not having fun. Maybe it's just one of those killers where I just don't prefer to play against. You know, similar to like how I don't like playing against Hag, but some people do. But I don't know. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. Alright, back on the gin. Alright, he's coming over here. He saw me and he was like, I'm after you next, bitch. I am running my tail off. Ken, I'm a big fan, man. That's why I have my white hair on, dude. Fuck me, that scared me. He's below me, but fucking hell, that scared me. is happening, Michaela. All right, we'll try to go. Never man. I guess we will not be going down, and I think this is a loss for sure. It's gonna be up here or downstairs. Oh, okay. Well, that's my question. You good? Yeah, free hit. I mean, nothing I can do about that. That was weird too. I kept lagging on the board there. Did you see me stutter? Bitch, did I stutter? Yeah, I did. Holy shit, you know, I just kind of realized too, quick gambit is probably one of the... a round of applause for the Claudette, for the... She at least attempted to save me. Oh yeah, Claudette. Oh yeah. Good job. Well done. Oh boy, Rancid Abattoir. Whew. I don't have a good feeling about this match. Not because of the last few matches, but I don't know. I've always seemed to have a little bit of a struggle on this particular map, so. Alright, let's just go ahead and free run. Yeah, I think he's over there where that bird flew. Oh, he might be slowly following me. Fucking hell, yes he is. Fuck me. Oh my god, she has the add-on too where I'm exhausted and I can't use my Iron Will. Oh boy. Alright, well I think I'm about to trade out Iron Will to me for this, so. Man, cause that one add-on just kind of completely... And listen man, I know I'm like, oh man, I can't use one of my perks and stuff like that. Listen bro, Iron Will is a decent perk. I don't know what she's doing, but... Average flashlight user, I guess. Alright fam, I feel like she's gonna want to stay here. No, she doesn't. Okay, I thought she was gonna want to get the Alright, let's play Killer Shack then. Alright, she's not coming after me. Oh, she has my favorite perk combos. The Kindred and what is they, Up the Ante or something? So, I actually like those perk combos. I think she's going to be going for the save, which is fine. So, I'm just going to go ahead and work on a generator. Because, well, nobody's on generators at the moment. Doesn't want to chase, so that's not bad. That is bad. Alright. I'm getting a locker. That way she can't see my aura. Alright. Yeah, I'm hop back on this gen. Ooh, what was that? That was weird. That audio glitch went in my ears. Oh my god, not already. Fucking hell. gotta keep hiding. Alright, I'm gonna move over here. Oh my god! Yo, why are people going down so quick? So, new killer. Nobody knows how to loop him yet. Oh, it just sucks though. People die so quickly. So I'm only doing this because, I mean, I'm probably gonna have to take the chase though. Because we're all alright on our first hook. This sucks. Alright. Wow, see how far my generator just went down? That sucks, dude. Oh, that sucks. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna have to try to get her to chase me from a different area. The thing is, I don't have a lot of things to play with over here. Alright. Hi! I don't know if this is gonna work, but yeah. I tried. I guess that's really all you can do. I didn't even look back. Saw the red thingy. Well, now I go down quickly, so. Now I know why. Not fucking Onia, dude. Really? Dumb. That would be me, so. Alright, we'll just try to chase it to the killer shack then. Or at least attempt to take it. Fair enough, I've never seen anybody play. Alright. Alright. Shitty map. Alright, shitty map. Let's see how the ghoul does here, so. Alright. At least I'm assuming it's the ghoul because, well, it's just such a baddest day night. Who fucking who, I guess. All right, so hopefully, just for the sake of this video, we get a ghouly. So, even though I gotta be honest, it was kind of a breath of fresh air. Nope, that is definitely the new killer. I think it just flew past me. Alright, and we actually got a proper build to go against them too. So we got made for this, Zillions, and botany because, I mean, people are still healing. Which honestly, I think you still gotta heal because of just how the, you know, just the cooldown time coming out of the power before they can M1. It's quite short, so. Free hit. That's fine. Now we got made for this. Giving me my made for this. Well, made for this works again. Alright. Lady, you got to run. See if she finds us. Nope, I should have stuck to the loop. Made for this, baby. Come on, don't fail me now. I keep doing that too. I need to. She's very mind gaming, so I need to fake pallets now. What? I'll walk into that one.